Residents of the Kharkov region want to obtain Russian passports. Russian State Duma Deputy Viktor Vodal recently told SkyNews that after Russia took control of residential areas in the Kharkov region, the people there asked how they could get Russian passports. Vodal stated that the Russian army liberated a settlement, and the next day, people were seeking out the commander to ask how they could obtain Russian passports because they understood that a peaceful life had arrived for them. They needed to prepare for the future, for their land, their families, and their friends. According to him, the residents of Kharkov are very happy to see the Russian army advancing daily, taking control of areas from western Ukraine and western mercenaries. The Russian deputy noted that now our soldiers are meeting the residents. They say it is good that you have come. At least we will have time to plant cucumbers and tomatoes since we did not have time to plant potatoes. At least this way, there will be food from agriculture to help us stabilize life during the winter. The people are living in reality and want to restore peace in Kharkov. Previously, the Russian Ministry of Defense stated that within a week, units of the Northern Force Group, thanks to active operations, had liberated 12 settlements. On Friday, Russian President Putin said in Harbin, China, that Russian soldiers are making progress in the Kharkov region and are moving according to plan daily. But there are no plans yet to control the entire Kharkov region. Deputy Chairman of the Russian Security Council, Dmitry Medvedev, stated that Russia might have to expand the security buffer zone in Ukraine to the Polish border if the West continues to supply long-range weapons to Kyiv. Medvedev wrote on Telegram on May 17 that this is not the first time President Putin has said that for a peaceful life, our country will have to create a security buffer zone in which Ukraine will not be able to attack targets on Russian territory, including the areas annexed into Russia. He added that Ukraine currently possesses Storm Shadow missiles supplied by the West with a range of at least 550 kilometers. While the distance between the borough's border region of Russia and the Ukrainian capital Kyiv is only 429 kilometers. Therefore, Russia needs to establish a buffer zone greater than that distance, from 70 to 100 kilometers. Medvedev warned that if this continues, meaning the West provides long-range weapons to Ukraine, the security buffer zone will extend to the Polish border, even into Polish territory. Otherwise, the security of Russian cities and villages will not be guaranteed. The security buffer zone is one of the issues of particular concern to Russia as Ukraine has recently intensified attacks on Russian border areas, targeting critical infrastructure such as oil refineries and seaports. The Russian armed forces attacked an airport and an industrial area in the city of Mykolaiv in the Pava region of Ukraine. Undercover coordinator Nikolaev Serge Lebedev told SkyNews, citing his colleagues, that early on May 18th, the city of Mykolaiv in the Pava region endured a series of attacks on military targets. One of the explosions occurred near the city's outskirts by the railway station in the industrial area. The explosion was so powerful that it was even heard on the other side of the city. According to him, two attacks occurred in the airport area, and a strong explosion was recorded. Currently, in this part of the city, people can only drive to work or move with a residence permit as checks at control points have become more stringent. To counter Ukrainian armed forces' attacks on civilian targets, the Russian army frequently conducts targeted attacks on positions with Ukrainian soldiers and military equipment.